Hey, I got something new for y'all today. By new, of course, you know I mean old. Today I have a 1985, I believe, Super Beta. This is my second functioning Betamax that I have, and this thing is pretty much better in every conceivable method to the other one that I have. It has beta. It might not have beta hi-fi. I think it's more like VHS HQ than it is VHS Hi-Fi. I'm gonna have to turn the flashlight on because it's not focusing. Now, it's a very sleek, very 80s device by Sony. It's got a few weird quirks to it, though, and I'll show you how those work. Let me turn on the TV, get a tape, and show you what, to me, is the weirdest aspect. It has some really nice, I might have to turn the thing off again. Unfortunately, this thing does not want to focus. I'm really sorry about that. Let me turn this down for a second. Alright, so you turn it on. It's cool because the power light is asymmetrical. It's very 80s. It's got a nice blue vacuum fluorescent display. And you put the tape in. It's my first working front-loading Betamax as well. It's far quieter than my other one as well. Something else that I really like is when you play it, it's illuminated. So there's a light that goes where you would be playing things. And now Betamax tapes, what do they get? It's weird. They get really saturated, and I'm not really quite sure what the deal is with that. This is on the Mosquito Coast, I think. Don't care about the movie, just like the tape. Okay, so it's got a Super Beta switch for on and off. I assume the off is, for backwards compatible. But this is the thing that gets me. Instead of having, there's typically there's a color and a contrast and a sharpness knob. With this, it has a sharpness lever, or slider, which is, seems more 1970s to me. And this thing, instead of having an adjustable color color knob, it has exactly 3 color presets that you can choose from. Normal, extreme, and overdrive. Now, you can't really tell because it's all, just black right now. But once I get into the movie, so here's color at 0, and look at how on, low, on, low, on, low, on, low, and it really boosts it to an almost cartoonish degree. You can see here he looks like a kid, here he looks like he's made of lava. Off, on, off, on. And I don't know what their whole deal was with this, why they only had 3 color presets, because, most other ones had, I don't know. It's got, pause with an okay freeze frame. Tracking, still manual tracking at this point. But it's got a nice, smooth motion. It had a remote control. I don't have that. Didn't come with it. You can switch between the TV and the VCR. When you pause it, it's got a light as well. I really like the lights. That's just such a nice quality of life thing. When you hold down the rewind, it lights up as well. I don't believe the stop button has a light, because, that wouldn't really make sense. But this is my 1985. I assume it's 85. I couldn't find much information on it. If you know better, let me know. But I believe Super Beta came out in 85, which is when this would be the, yeah, let's see, look at the, on, off. I still can't get over that color thing. I think that's a very unusual feature. But there it is. Let me just, yeah, there's no, the eject button is in a weird blue, which doesn't really go with the rest of the thing, but very quiet and silently ejects it. Thank you very much. And in case you were wondering, this is my new setup. You've got your classic 1980s smoked glass cover. Don't have a period correct VCR yet because all my old ones keep breaking. I want to have one fixed. And then my favorite movie titles, you can see what I like. And there it is.